Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to another video and welcome to another weekly update video. There's quite a few things I want to talk about. Actually not really. Two mainly. Or three technically, but the third one's a smaller thing that I'll get to. First thing I want to talk about here is this is a happy vlog, by the way. I'm not in a bad mood or anything. This is a very good vlog. I'm very happy with the way things have been going on the channel. So that's what I wanted to talk about. While we haven't seen major subscriber growth yet, the views are definitely showing that people are starting to interact more and more and more. The comments are starting to add up. We're getting more likes on videos. The interaction is coming back. Not that it was ever gone, or not that it was, not that really it was ever there in the first place, if you get what I'm saying. I know I just said two contradictory things, but it's kind of hard to explain. But it's just that the interaction is there. People are commenting, people are liking the videos, people are watching, and as a result of that, is making me very happy. You know, overall with the channel, I want to work harder for it, and I know I haven't been getting videos out like I promised with my 2016 channel goals. It's a work in progress. No doubt I'm going to try my very best, and I'm going to give you my very best, and whatever my very best may be, I hope you guys are satisfied with it. If you're not, leave a comment on any one of my videos and let me know, because you know, that the feedback is really what helps me, what helps me push the channel and improve it in many different ways. So yeah, channel growth has been really good as of right now. It may be one of those things where I just have a spike in views and likes and everything for some odd reason. I'm not really sure, but yeah. The second thing I wanted to talk about does not pertain to my channel, gaming, or anything of that sort. It pertains to the NFL. And I'm sure, judging by the view count on that video, you guys have seen my video where I reacted to the Steelers, my favorite football team, winning in the final seconds of the playoff game on Saturday. And you guys don't have any sort of clue, but I get extremely worked up during football games with the Steelers. I get worked up over the smallest things, and when I get worked up, it's hard for me to calm myself down. And then, you know, even if one time we were winning by 5 touchdowns, I believe it was against the Indianapolis Colts, and I was still upset because we were losing at one point 10-6 in the second quarter. I was upset about that still, even from that point on, and I just kept yelling at the TV. I'm essentially like an old man, like a middle-aged man. You're sitting there on Sundays, sitting on the couch watching football, you know, getting angry when my team doesn't do well, you know, not really showing any sort of emotion when the team does well. But next week, the Steelers take on the Broncos in Denver. That's going to be a tough game, especially if we do not have our quarterback at the helm. But that brings up another thing, actually, that I wanted to discuss. And if you guys haven't heard about the whole thing that went down in the Pittsburgh-Cincinnati game on Saturday, it's really easy to get some highlights and some information on it. It was just it was a typical rivalry game, but it went too far. It definitely went too far. Emotions got in the way of the game, especially for the Bengals. Check out some highlights. I'll reveal what happened, but check out some highlights anyway so you can see for yourself. Really, emotions got in the way in regards to both teams, but really it just destroyed the Bengals in that final minute. The Steelers were driving downfield. They were at midfield. Ben just threw an incomplete pass, and then Vontez Burfict comes over and makes, or I don't know if it was helmet-to-helmet contact, but it was some sort of hit that would register an unnecessary roughness call, which is a 15-yard penalty, automatic first down. That's already bad enough as it is, because that was completely unnecessary, hence the name of the penalty. But to add on to that, Adam, quote-unquote, Pac-Man Jones, who is a safety and who was kind of not really there. I'm not really sure if he was the one covering Antonio Brown, who Ben was throwing to, but he's talking with a ref, and I'm not really sure if he pushes a ref or if he pushes a coach, a Steelers coach, because Antonio Brown did get hurt. He's in concussion protocol as a result of that hit. But I'm not really sure if he pushed a ref or pushed a Steelers coach who was helping Antonio Brown off the field. But either way, he got flagged for an unsportsmanlike conduct call or a personal foul or something like that, and it added another 15 yards, which basically set up a 33-yard field goal for our kicker Chris Boswell to hit. And he did, and he hit it straight down the middle. It was a chip shot. Anyone could make it. So, yeah, the Bengals really just killed themselves there. And I truly do not feel like the Bengals deserve to win that game. And it's not only because of their dirty play, but I blame it also on the fans and how they acted throughout the game. Towards the end of the third quarter, or the beginning of the fourth, our quarterback Ben Roethlisberger got hurt, and you could hear the Bengals fans cheering, and they were cheering. And then when Ben was carted off the field to go get an x-ray in the locker room area, people were throwing bottles at him, they were cheering, and then when he came back on the field, they booed. He came back on the field with about a minute left, which was on that final drive to win the game. That's just bad sportsmanship. You don't do that to any player of any team when they get hurt. You don't do that. That's a total lack of disrespect, which is really there in a rivalry game, but shouldn't be there at that point where you're throwing bottles at players. And they were throwing bottles on the field before Ben even got hurt. Or no, after he got hurt. No, before he got hurt, they were throwing bottles on the field because the refs were making quote-unquote bad calls. The refs were pretty bad throughout the game. They made bad calls for both sides, though. So not one person from either team could say that they were the true victim there. The refs were making bad calls left and right. But really, that's poor etiquette. That's not how you act at a sporting event of any kind. And I would fine every person who threw a bottle if you could detect, if you have some sort of security footage, or if you can obtain footage from the game cameras provided by the broadcasting networks. If you had an eyewitness, I would have fined them. Find each one of them for a couple $1,000s. Let them know, hey, we don't tolerate this bullshit. So you're not going to do it. That sort of thing. I really feel like the NFL has to do something at this point, especially with the Bengals players. Vontez Burfict, I think he should be suspended. Adam Jones should get fined. Yeah, and I believe those things will happen. It's just a matter of time, really. But, yeah, that was my entire NFL segment, which took up about 5 minutes, I think. No, longer than that, 6 minutes or something. But, yeah. And then the final thing I wanted to talk about was that I am in the Parkitect Pre-Alpha beta, which means Parkitect is a roller tycoon-esque game. You build an amusement park, that sort of thing. Now, it costs $15 to get into this pre-alpha beta, but I paid that money and I'm in, which means I'll be able to get the pre-alpha build versions until the game releases, I think. And then I probably have to pay separately for the game when it releases. But That's just going to allow me to start a new series on the channel, because I know you guys liked Roller Coaster Tycoon 3, and I was sad to have to cancel it. So hopefully this is a new thing I can start, and that you guys will enjoy. If you don't, obviously, I'm not going to keep going with it, but we're definitely going to see 2 episodes with it, and only you guys can make episode 3 happen. That's usually what I say when talking about a series that I plan to do more than 1 episode with. So, yeah. But other than that, nothing else to talk about. Yeah, nothing else to talk about. I covered everything I wanted to cover. If you're an NFL fan, leave a comment down below. If you are a channel follower, if you have followed my channel for a while, or you're new here or something, leave a comment down below. Lets me know you're enjoying the content. You know, everything's going fine. And if you happen to be in the Parkitect Pre-Alpha Beta as well, by the way, you can join. I'll leave a link down in the description below. You can join. You just have to pay $15 to get in. If you're in that as well, or you know a lot about the Parkitect game, leave comments down below. All of that is accepted and welcome here. So definitely leave some comments down below. But if you guys enjoyed this video, give it a like. If you didn't, tell me why in the comments section. Subscribe to my channel for more gaming content. I play all sorts of games on my channel. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you very much, and I'll talk to you later.